Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of mine. My name is George Gonzalez Hayden and I am Figures of Action. And today we're going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Mojo action figure. This looks gnarly. He looks really cool. I remember when Hasbro released that exclusive 3-pack thing. Or is it 4-pack since the baby Wolverine's in there? I don't know. I consider it a 3-pack because the baby Wolverine doesn't really have that much articulation. I don't really consider it like an action figure, just like a little display kind of thing. But it had, I think, Shatterstar and what's her name? I'll put her name in here. But it had three. It had the girl, the guy, which were married, and then it had Mojo and the baby Wolverine. But this looks really cool. And then they released that there's a deluxe version where it's just by himself. And really, I just wanted to get that pack just for this figure. But I'm glad that they sold this one separately, which was really cool. The box looks nice. Looks really nice. I know people really don't like the windowless package, but as I explained before, I like that they have the images like that now because I have a display thing in my house, like where it has a book of all the backings of the action figures, and it shows all that I've collected. So it's kind of nice to have these nicer pictures of the figures, but I would still prefer to see what I'm getting. But besides that, here's the back of the box. And there's a read up right here. You can pause the video right here and you can read it if you want. And let's keep continuing on. We get another side image of Mojo. And that's like the 3D render, I believe. Is that what they call it? I think that's what they call it. But yeah, it's not like the actual figure. Here's a comic book one. That looks cool. And then here's the top of the box. This is when I opened it in the packaging, and I kind of scratched that a little bit, but nothing much at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open, guys. Here we have Mojo out of the packaging. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. This guy is gnarly. He looks really cool. Wow, let's just take a look at this. Just going in a circle. Wow, looks really cool. I love that. Well, I'll get into the detail in a moment, but let's just take a look at this to appreciate it in all its glory. Looks really nice. Really cool. Wow, okay. This is really amazing. I've never seen this character before. This was the first time that I've seen this character when Hasbro released images of it, of the new figures they're releasing, and especially the Mojo box set, Mojo World box set, I believe it's what it's called. And when I saw it, I was like, who is that? And my dad knew, of course, and then he told me about him. And then, of course, I did some research on him, and he looks really cool. And so let me just read this one thing to tell you who he is. Mojo World is an extra-dimensional and extratemporal realm inhabited by the semi-humanoid spineless ones. Due to their world's unique nature, radio and television signals from Earth were distorted and sent through time to early in the spineless ones' existence, bombarding their brains with alien images. That's pretty crazy. And so yeah, basically he's just like everything you believe about TV executives, where, you know, they're usually the bad guys in the movies. This is basically the king of the executive TV guys. This guy is crazy. He relies on this. Just look at... I love how underneath you get these... not silver. These like translucent stands. So when he's standing, it looks like it's just him on his own. Plus, it's so low you can't even see them, really. Unless you really try to look for it. Like in the video, you can see it right there. But when you're just looking at it, it looks like he's standing on just the legs. But wow, this looks really great. Look at the tail. Tail looks really cool. I like it a lot. Really nice. Very cool. I'm not going to do the articulation yet because, you know, we have to look at the details first. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to just take it off for right now. Put them on the side. But let's take a look at the tail. This looks really cool. This is like his scorpion tail. Because it's like supposed to be like this. And like, you know, probably jab somebody with that. Or probably shoot somebody with that. I'm pretty sure these have guns. When I was doing my research, I did see some videos when he was in cartoons and stuff, like the X-Men animated series. I know he was in that, and he did shoot some lasers out of his tail. So yeah, this looks really cool though. And this looks great. The only thing so far, it's cleared to see, obviously. But what I have to say so far, I really don't like that they didn't make the tail articulated. When I looked at images, I was like, wow, that tail is going to be amazing. Look at that. It's going to be so cool. Because I thought it was going to be articulated, but sadly not. And what's annoying too is that I thought there's going to be a rotation part right here, but there's not even that. So that's a little disappointing. But besides that, you know, ports right there. And look at his face. See how his eyes are being like held up, like held open? That's crazy. And that smile and that like double chin. Ugh. Very cool. Very, very nice. Very creepy. When I showed my mom this, she thought it was creepy. Yeah, very cool. Very nice. He's got big old hands. Long arms. Very long arms. But, oh yeah, and like these things port on the side right here. But sometimes they kind of come off when you move it around a little bit too much. But yeah. And then let's look at the legs. Look really cool. Really nicely sculpted. I'll get into the articulation soon. Don't worry. But we're just looking at the detail. And that looks cool. Look at that. All those cords are going into his back. And the cords are also his hair too. Like that's crazy to me. That's wild. And look at his back. All nothing but just cords. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then his backrest. Yeah, his backrest. Look at all of that detail. Now I know the other one with the two other figures actually has like paint on the wires and all that, because this is the deluxe version of Mojo where you can get it earlier. I think the 3-pack now is available on Hasbro. So if you do want that, go get it. But I think I'm just going to stick with this figure because, I mean, all this detail is really thing. And it's basically, it's just the same thing, but this one has less paint detail. But I think I'm going to just put paint on it myself because I always love customizing my figures, and I would like to have that paint on there because it looks really cool. But yeah, all these wires, like this is his hair, and it goes right into the back. Very, very nice. And what's really cool, and what I really appreciate about this that Hasbro did, is that even the underside has detail. They really didn't have to do that. All they could have done was just made it flat. But they really appreciated this figure so much that they bothered to put sculpting underneath. So I'm really thankful for that. So thank you for that, Hasbro. That's really cool, and I really appreciate that. And a lot of other people appreciate that too. And yeah, so you see what I mean about the translucent pegs or whatever. Translucent stands, not pegs. But they look really cool. Very nice. I love this a lot. Okay, so now let's get into the accessories of Mojo. Here are the accessories that come with Mojo. So we have a pair of hands. We got one that like is a pointing finger, really nicely sculpted. His hands are huge too, and look at that finger. That thing's long, man. So, and I like how it's got some shading on here, like, you know, like some different paint details right there. That looks really cool, really nice. Don't they call this the wedge? The finger wedge? Yeah. So that's really nice. That looks really cool. I like how that looks. Very nice. And then we get the other hand. That's the left hand. That's like wide open. Very nice. Very nice. And he's got these little moles on him too. These little moles on the sides. Pretty cool. But yeah, imagine him grabbing your face with that hand. That's crazy. And he's huge. In the comics, he's really, really huge. I'll probably leave an image right here somewhere so you can see how huge he is compared to just a regular person. And you know, mutants, sometimes, they're usually a little bit bigger than regular humans. But some of them can be the same height as a human or maybe even shorter. But I'm just going to show that image just so you can see how massive he is, even compared to a human or a mutant. But yeah, that's this character is really great. I'm really glad that we got him as an action figure and that I can learn more about this character because I'm really starting to enjoy him a lot. So we have this other head accessory with his tongue sticking out, with a giant smile and those wrecked teeth. Even though they're wrecked, they're still white. But anyways, this looks really cool. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, look at that. And like his chin, his actual chin is disappearing behind his double chin. Wow, he's really fat. But look at that hair. See? And I love the paint that they used for the hair. It's so shiny. It's really nice. Like, almost gives that metallic look that you want. But really nice silver on it. Very, very cool. And this head is crazy with that tongue sticking out. You can't move the tongue, just FYI. It just stays like that, but that's really, really cool. I love it a lot. And his tiny little ears. What? His ears are so tiny. But yeah, man. This is really cool. So yeah, I'm not going to count the other things because I know when you open the box, everything's up, like taken apart. And so these really are the accessories. So he only comes with 3 things. The head, with the tongue sticking out, and the open palm hand for the left hand, and the pointing finger for the right hand. But yeah, now let's get into our favorite segment, which is the articulation. Here we are to the articulation segment of the video, so let's get right into it, guys. So, as you can see, and I'll try my best not to get my hands in the way, but he could put his arms up flat, about that high before these, oh, his arm's stuck a little, okay. He could put his arms about that high. Very nice. Very, very, look at that arm length. Wow. Very nice. But yeah, these things kind of stop him from going any further, which is fine, you know. He doesn't really need to go that high. It's not like he's jumping or anything. But, so he's got, I believe, 360 rotation for both of the arms. But if you do that, these things are going to come off. So you could just put that back in. No butterfly joints, of course. I don't think he needs it. But he does have double jointed elbows, so he can go all the way up like that. Very nice. Let me zoom in on here so you can kind of see it. Very nice. Okay. And then, see, these things kind of pop off all the time. And then he's got a bicep swivel. bicep swivel, really nice. And wrist rotation and wrist hinge, and that goes for all the hands. Very nice. His body, like his upward body, he could bend down or bend forward really that far, bend back a good amount to where it kind of shows a little hole right here. So I usually kind of like to just keep it right there, so where he's kind of sitting up. But he can also, let's move his arms out again. Man, this guy's such a big figure. And then he can shift side to side and rotate at this area. Yeah, like that. Very nice. And then his head articulation, he can look somewhat to the side, but the hair gets in the way. The hair gets in the way, and he's got this thing behind his head that kind of prevents that from him turning side to side. But he can look, oh no, can't look up, otherwise he's just going to take the head off. You can look down, not that much. You really the articulation for everything. Well, okay, yeah, see, like that comes off. And then let me actually just show you how the other head looks. But you see what I mean? This little thing right here kind of stands up a little bit higher, so it kind of prevents him from turning side to side and all that with his head. Let me put this on. There we go. See, look at that. That looks really cool. So yeah. Can't really turn his head side to side, but let's move on. He does not rotate at this area because he has these little things that stick out, and when you put him on, he doesn't rotate there. But I bet if these weren't there, he probably could, but I don't really think there's a need for him to really do that because he doesn't do that. So, but here's actually no. Before we get to the legs, which is going to be the best part, let's look at the tail articulation. So I don't really consider tail articulation because there's really none, but it only goes to the side like that. Oops. I've been taking this thing off for a while, and I will show you at the end of the video why. But it rotates like that. Don't worry, it won't pop out like that unless you keep taking it out like mine. But there's also a ball joint right here, so this can go down. It can go up and rotate, so you can put it on the top or on the side or on the bottom, but I prefer it on the bottom like that, like a scorpion. And now our favorite part, let's just adjust the camera right here, move the head out of the way, sorry about that. And here's the best part of the figure. All of these legs articulate, which is amazing. Like, check this out. Very cool. Very, very, very nice. They can bend inward, just like that. Like when a spider dies and it shrivels up like that, which is disgusting. But it even rotates. Move this hand out of the way. Even rotates right here, and you can even turn it. But I don't really want to turn it because the best part is to have these little things be like that. That way his legs can bend inward, because if it's going to be the other way, then you know, I mean, it still kind of works, but it's still, sorry about that, it still kind of works, but it's better if it does that, because you get more articulation when it's like that. Why does this thing keep focusing out? So right here, really nice. And that's going to be on the same side for these legs. Very nice. Very cool. And then in the front, we got these two arms that also rotate. And they go upward like this. And they also have like these little joint things right here, which I think it's best if you have it like this. But on the top ones, it's just like flat for both sides. So you can really just do whatever you want with that one. But these rotate too. And even this rotates, which is really cool. Even the claws rotate on themselves. Very nice. So he's got a ton of articulation, like especially for the base. And usually I like having it like this where it's at an angle, because you know you can keep the hands kind of low like that, and like as if he's ready to grab something. But yeah, this is very, very nice. Really, really cool. And yeah, so that's probably most of it for the articulation. And so now let's get into the last part of the video. I don't think I'm missing anything. There is a lot like to look at for this figure. Very nice, very cool. I'm probably not going to do a tutorial of how to do the paint on here, because it's really just simple. You just really need a fine point paintbrush, and then use modeling paint for it. But yeah, and just be careful with it, obviously. But yeah, there's really nothing that crazy for making a tutorial about. Well, let me just show you the back. So this is just the base area. So that's how it looks. And all of that detail on the back looks really nice. It's really cool what Hasbro did with this, because, I mean, of course you have to put things together before it, but these things are like behind him. And so you would think that Hasbro didn't want to waste time and just put like a blank space, like kind of how this looks. This is fine. I don't need any detail for this. It's not really needed. But like this is really cool that they bothered to put the detail on the back right here. And this is how his back looks on the other side. That's crazy. Very cool. Very nice. And like this is how the bottom of him looks. Really, really crazy. Really gnarly. I like this a lot. I like this character a lot, so I'm really glad that they made an action figure of him. And I'm excited to learn more about this character, because I bought it because before I did the purchase of Mojo, I bought a comic book with him on the cover, so I'm glad that I got that so that I can read it and I can learn more about him. And I really think you should learn more about him too, which is really cool. And I know I said it in the stop motion, but I think it's pretty crazy that that he's a TV executive and relies on getting the most views and all that. But I think it's crazy that the most watched YouTube channel is named after him. Is Watch Mojo. And he's Mojo. This is exactly what he needs. He would thrive in this world today. He would like demolish everyone and just... He already conquers everything when you think about it. It's wild. Let me put the other hands on him just so I can show you how that looks. But yeah, like I just thought that was crazy, and then my dad was just laughing at that because he was like, that's a good point, but he was like, it's not really. But me, I like going crazy about it, thinking about all these things like, oh, it's called Watch Mojo and he's Mojo, so he's like watching you. Yeah. And he is always watching, and he's really powerful too, because he's the only one that can actually touch Rogue. And Rogue, she takes the energy of everyone and anything that she touches. And regardless how powerful it is. But he is able to bear hug her until she's knocked out unconscious. That's crazy to me. So this guy is dangerous. But look at him. See, he's like, we'll go Watch Mojo. That's really cool. He's really cool. But yeah. So now let's move on to the last segment of the video. And here is the conclusion of the video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I hope you really enjoyed looking at this figure and seeing its articulation and all that. It's really nice, really cool. And if you want this figure, I would probably suggest you get this version, because the other one, of course, it does have a little more paint detail on it. Like the green is a little bit brighter, because this one isn't really a green. I don't really know what we would call this color. I kind of forgot. I'll probably leave the name of what the color is right here. Yeah, but yeah, the other one has a different green to it, and it's got some little spots on it, kind of like how he looked in the animated series. And that's the one with like all the color and the wired hair, and on the back too. And that one was really nice. I did want that one, but when I saw this one come out, I was like, it's the cheaper option. It's just the same thing, but just with the paint different, and just kind of less paint on it. But this one, they bothered to put a different kind of paint, so it still looks really cool. And he does look like this in the comics a lot, and so I'm glad I got this one. This one is kind of mainly how he looks in the comics, really. I know you'd probably still have that color in the silver, but I don't know. I'm still trying to read the comic book. I've just been so busy with work and all that, and getting all these figures that I really need to review. But I just want to push this one out really quick. And before I get to the very end of the video, guys, boy, do I have a treat for you. This is gonna be amazing to you guys. Really revolutionary. So, before the video ends, I want to talk about something. So, you've been noticing throughout the video, this has kind of gotten loose when I was trying to articulate it and stuff, right? So, when I got this, I was showing this off to all my family members, and my brother thought it was really cool too, but he was like, why doesn't it articulate? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, it has all this thing. You'd think they would make it be able to articulate. But he was like, that's really lame. And he was like, let's try going at it, because this would be really cool to have articulated. And I was like, yeah, I agree. And so he's been working like nonstop for like a whole month, working on a tail design and like looking at pictures of it, looking at this, measuring it, making sure everything's right up to scale, counting each single part. And now we know it's like each one of this, it's like 50 on here. And and then we got some materials. We 3D printed some stuff out. Let me take that off and let me show you what this guy made. So, old tail versus the new tail. Check this out, guys. Look, it's got a port. Clicks right in. Right here. Ball joint for this. Pegs right in. Right here. And rotates. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at what he made. Oh my gosh. Shout out to my brother Axel. Wow. Very amazing. He made this all by himself. The only thing I really helped was just give him this, and then he just did the rest. But this is amazing. Look at this, guys. We have an articulated tail, and it goes downward that far. Look at that. Really nice. Of course, it will bend up, but you could just use a wire in it to bend it down. So look at that. Very nice. Let me widen this up a little bit just so you could see the top more. But this is crazy, guys. Look at this. It can go all the way out, stretching out that far. It's got 50 pieces, so it's the exact same amount on here. He measured it out, and then he did a ton of measuring, scaling, make sure that each part is the same amount of numbers on it. Really, really cool. And look at what he made, guys. Check this out. Oh my gosh. And even it even moves to the side like that. And even on this part right here, it rotates. It still does the rotating, and it's stronger. So this one, I'm for sure gonna keep this on the tail now. I don't really have a need for this anymore in this game, but this is still really cool. But honestly, I really don't have a need for this anymore because my brother made this amazing thing for me. It's really, and I didn't even ask him to do it. He just took the challenge and made it because he loves challenges, and I guarantee you, every single time he succeeds, he knocks it out of the ballpark. Wow, very, very cool. And like, look at this. It even can do this, rotate like that. So a ton of articulation. You could get so many shots with this, so many photos. Oh man. So I'm going to say that this is, and here's the best part for you guys. This is not just for me. This is not just for me. This is going to be available to buy, guys. So this is going to be Figures of Action exclusive Mojo tail. And I will leave a link down below to where you can go and buy this tail for yourself. And of course, you might think, well, look at the shading of it. It's different. This one's like silver, and the base is like a dim gray. Well, I'm like, yeah, but you have two options, guys. Two options. You can buy it like this with just the original silver color on it, which I really like. I think it brings really nice color to it, and like, you know, more pizzazz to it and all that. So you could buy it like this, or you can buy it. So to buy it with this tint, it'll be cheaper. But to buy it with the paint, you can buy it painted with this same color. That way, with the same color as this tail, that way it looks the same, as if nothing ever changed. So that's going to be available. I will put the prices right here and here to show you the price differences between painted and unpainted. But I guarantee you the articulation will still be the same, guys. This is very nice. Very, very cool. So if you want to buy this, go on the link down below and check out the website and check out if you want to buy this or not. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. When I saw this, I completely flipped. It's so cool. Really articulated. So instead of just having a stiff tail where it only moves side to side and only ball joint, look, I don't want that. No, nobody wanted that. When I'm looking at this, you expected, oh, I want articulation, but Hasbro didn't give that to us. Well, I'm going to give it to you, and my brother is going to give it to you. So go ahead and buy this, guys. Come on. This is so cool. You do not want to miss out. And this is just a great piece. You could even put it in the same form as how it was. Like, oh, sorry about that. Like, you could do that. But, I mean, look at this. This is better. Put some pizzazz into it. Some articulation. Some details. Look at all this. Look at that. There you go in the back behind him. Oh my gosh. I'm just having so much fun with this. But yeah. So this is available to buy, guys. Go out and onto the website and purchase one. Purchase two if you want. One painted and unpainted. Oh my gosh. This is so amazing. Very nice. You could still take it off easily. And you can still keep this tail and put it back on. But, you know, we don't really care about that tail now. Because we have this articulated one. That does the same articulation points. And like 50 more. Really cool. Very, very nice. Oh man, I'm keeping this one for sure, but there's going to be a whole bunch available for you guys to buy. Man, what a joy to have. So yeah, this, I'm going to keep this for the rest of the video. So that is my big reveal for you guys. Big surprise to you guys, because you guys are really awesome, and I really appreciate you supporting my channel and just watching my videos. I do apologize for not putting out more videos. I have been really busy, and I'm trying to get to all of them. Like just yesterday, I was able to film all the videos for it, and I'm still trying to work on it, so it's going to take a little bit of time for each video. But this one I want to get out to you guys as soon as possible, because I want you guys to have this tail, to enjoy the figure way more than just having it stiff and all that. You can do so many things with this. It's going to be really great. It's going to be really cool, guys, and it's going to be at a really good price compared to other people. I'm not going to put it at a huge ridiculous price to where no one can buy it, because I know figures are just getting more and more expensive. So the price that I'm going to put at, I believe, is going to be really good, and a great price for everyone to enjoy. Because I mean, if you have multiple Marvel Legends and multiple other figures, then I think you have the good price range. I think I have a good price range for this tail, because man, why miss out on this, and why just ignore it? I mean, if you don't have the figure, I would say get it now so you can enjoy this. And that won't be the only thing that we'll be selling. I will be trying to put a whole bunch of other stuff on there besides the tail. And yeah, guys, so that's the conclusion of my video. I really hope you liked this. I liked it. Look, he can stab himself. Oh man, very, very cool. Very, very nice. Thank you, Axel, again. Wow. Shout out to my brother. He's the best. Wow. I didn't even ask him to do this, and he just did it. What a legend. And yeah, so get this for your legend. Please, guys. This is going to be so cool. I really love it, and I really hope you enjoy it too. And so, that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos yet again. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the freaking best. And just thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment anything down below. Comment anything about the tail that he made. And subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get more videos like this and more reveals just like this. Because I do plan on trying to make some other stuff for other figures, not just Mojo. And please share the video with your friends and family members and other collectors so they can see this amazing, beautiful tail with tons and tons of articulation. Man. And be the first one to get it and then show it off to your friends. You know? Because, oh man, this is really, really great. I mean, look at that. And it stays in place. Look, it stays in place. It's not flimsy or anything. It stays in place. And, oh, man. Very, very... I know I've said that multiple times, but I can't help it, guys. This is so cool. Man. I love it. And so, yeah. And please follow my Instagram accounts, which are Figures of Action and American Cimarron, and follow me at my TikTok account, which is Figures of Action. And I will be putting this on Figures of Action just so you guys can see it. And I will also leave a link there just so then you guys can buy it too. And man, I'm really excited this, not just for me, but for you guys to enjoy this. Because I want to give as much joy and as much fun for collectors to purchase this. And man, I'm really excited for this to go off, guys. I really hope that you enjoy this and that you can get this for your Mojo tail. And I just really appreciate you guys. You guys are really awesome. I really appreciate my brother. Shout out to my brother, Axel. Thank you so much for this. It is really amazing and really touching too. I can't stress enough. This is awesome, man. Thank you very much. And thank you to the fans and for letting this happen, because he didn't just make this for me. He made this for you guys too. He made this the intention because, man, This is just really cool. I'm loving this a lot. So go out and buy this for you guys or for your friends. And remember, you can buy it in this silver or you could buy it into this gray, because we're going to be working on that to try to get it into this gray color. That way it just matches with everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the freaking best. And oh yeah, ring the bell for notifications so you get more video alerts for ones like this and reveals like this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys. See ya.